We all know the Sunshine State, it's full of beautiful wildlife, but also some animals we'd rather see living literally anywhere else except here. And in some cases, experts are even going as far as sterilization procedures to keep these animals from multiplying. Let's kick off our breakdown of Florida's best-known invasive species with a backyard favorite, the iguana. Iguanas living here in Florida, they're mostly green. And although iguanas have been spotted all across the Sunshine State, they prefer the warmer temperatures we have here in South Florida. But why do so many Floridians consider iguanas to be such a nuisance? For one, they leave their droppings everywhere, turning some of our sidewalks and our walkways into their own personal toilets. Sometimes they prefer to do their business in the water, like that nice swimming pool in your backyard you spend hours cleaning. It's not only gross, it can also be dangerous too. Iguana feces contains salmonella bacteria, which can give humans issues like nausea, fever, diarrhea. Iguanas also love eating our plants. They have a certain taste for ornamental plants in Floridians' yards. And a major issue with the lizards, iguanas like to dig burrows for themselves, sometimes in seawalls or underneath our houses, and it causes structural damage. Hopefully you don't see these every day. The Burmese python. It's a large, non-venomous constrictor found primarily in and around the Everglades ecosystem. But they represent a threat to our native wildlife because they prey on the native mammals, the birds, the reptiles, even reptiles as big as alligators. Florida Fish and Wildlife Commission works with partners to manage these pythons in a variety of ways. Invasive reptiles like iguanas or Burmese pythons, they can be killed humanely in the state. But keep in mind, the state's anti-cruelty law still applies. Let's switch gears to a slightly less scary species, peacocks. They're wonderful to look at, but they're invasive nonetheless. These beautiful birds have become a public nuisance in parts of Florida, but they've also become a symbol of Miami and a symbol of an excellent news organization as well. Slightly less pleasant to watch is their aggressive behavior, especially during mating season. Peacocks have been known to recklessly cross busy streets, jump up on your roofs, and even attack cars when they see their own reflection. Some peacocks will screech their little lungs out in the morning because who needs sleep? And they're loud. They might even eat the nice flowers that you planted, causing all kinds of damage to your garden. That's not fun. Despite being harmful to Florida's ecosystem, laws were implemented in places like Miami to protect peacocks. However, those have recently been loosened a bit, and some communities are taking extra measures. Pinecrest, Florida, in fact, is piloting this new peacock vasectomy program, where they capture the males, perform the procedure, then release them back into the wild, sterile. Which one of these do you see the most? Or is there another one on your list? Let us know in the comments section, and maybe we'll go over those in another video. Oh, and even though they're not an invasive species, how about an honorable mention to one of Florida's most popular pests, mosquitoes? Anybody love a mosquito?